Hi guys, welcome back to the desktop for another rules breakdown. And this week we're going to do the 1999 Eden Studios role-playing game, All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which uses the Unisystem. So the rules that we demonstrate here will hold across a number of games, such as the Buffy RPG, the Angel RPG, Witchcraft, Conspiracy X, and probably some more. Now, skills in the Unisystem in All Flesh Must Be Eaten are very simple because the Unisystem tends to be a diceless game. So if we flick through to the rules section, and we'll keep a finger in the character sheets as we pass those by, the templates, and we come to skills. So we have difficulty numbers here, and they are easy, challenging, difficult, very difficult, heroic, and impossible. The target numbers are 1 to 2, 3 to 5, 6 to 8, 9 to 10, 11 to 12, and 13 to 15. And in Unisystem, you consider as an automatic success if your stat plus your skill exceed the difficulty number. And Unisystem tries not to require dice rolls. However, if you're going to roll a dice, you're rolling a d10 and you're adding it to the combination. So if we look at the character sheets and we say that this character, the detective, is driving, and he's got a dexterity of 2 and a driving skill of car 2, so he's got 4. So he can do anything, he can do up to sort of challenging tasks automatically, but if he was trying to do something heroic, you roll a d10, 4, he gets an 8, so he only manages to do 4 plus 4, a total of 8 difficult tasks. And that's as simple as the rules are. You add the attribute to the skill in whichever combination as you require, and then add a d10 if you're actually going against a target number. Initiative in Unisystem in All Flesh Must Be Eaten is a little complex because if we flick to page 99, most of the time this should be a matter of common sense. The party or person who initiates the violence usually goes first at the beginning of a fight. After the first turn of combat, initiative depends on what happened in the previous turn. Typically, the combatant who actually managed to land a blow or hurt his target gets to go first. The zombie master can always decide who attacks first based on a particular circumstance at the time. However, if you are going to determine it randomly, it recommends that you roll a d10 and add it to the character's dexterity, with the highest going first. There's also various qualities and drawbacks which can affect initiative, but roll a d10, add it to your dex, so he gets a 5. Let's try the cheerleader. She gets a 3 as well, so she gets 8. So she goes first, and that's as easy as initiative is. Combat in the Unisystem is quite simple. We've got turn steps here. So each combat round, the zombie master, the game's master in All Flesh Must Be Eaten terms, asks each player what her character intends to do during the next turn. Then, the zombie master determines who gets to attack first, or allows it to be determined randomly. Then there's the performance. Attack, defense, and non-combat tasks or tests are performed, starting with the character with the highest initiative. Then we calculate damage, and we repeat, or the combat ends. So, we have a single action for every character. However, if they want to take multiple actions, they can do so at a -2 penalty for each extra action. So a character who wants to take 3 actions will take a -4 penalty to their skill rolls. So let's say the detective and the cheerleader are fighting. So she rolled higher for initiative, but she decides she's going to dodge attacks. She doesn't want to be hit. The detective attacks, but he's going to take 2 actions. He declares he's going to attack. So because he's taking 2 actions, he subtracts. So let's say he's using strength plus brawling, 4, -2 for his extra action. So he's only rolling a 2. We roll the dice, and he gets 6. Well, the cheerleader attempting to dodge, she's got a dexterity of 5 and a dodge of 2, so she's already got a 7, so she automatically succeeds. Rolling a dice, she automatically succeeds because she's got a 14, which far exceeds her skill roll. And that's how you go through it. Shooting works the same, although there's penalties which can be applied for range and lighting. Characters can also do do brawling defense, so try to parry. So if she'd wanted to use her brawling skill of 2 instead of her dodge of 2, she could have tried that. Obviously, parry doesn't work against ranged combat, and that's how combat works. Damage in All Flesh Must Be Eaten. If we flick over to the weapons, there we are, close combat weapons, we can see that they do a base damage multiplied by the character's strength. So looking at these characters, they both have a strength of 2. So a punch does 1d4 times 2 strength for these. So if we get our d4, we rolled a 2. So 2 times 2, they do 4 points of damage with their punch. The averages are written here, so if you want to just calculate things out quickly, you can say that there's an average of 2 per dice, 4 on a d8. And if we flick on a couple of pages, just one page, we've got ranged weapons, and we can see things like a submachine gun does d6 times 4 damage with an average of 12. And that's how damage is done. Health in All Flesh Must Be Eaten is using a form of life points. And you calculate out your life points by strength plus constitution times 4, adding 10. So his strength is 2, his constitution is 3, which makes a total of 5, times by 4 makes 20, plus 10 makes him have 30 life points. And if we turn to page 111, we can see injuries. And your character adds up the points of damage they receive, but if damage is of a certain level, because this is a storytelling, very descriptive system, 3 to 5 points is a deep but not life-threatening wound, except against weak or sickly individuals. A wound does 6 to 10 is severe, a stab in the stomach, a deep cut in the arm or leg causing massive hemorrhage, cracked or broken bones, and life-threatening images, chest wound or head injury damage, are in the 11 to 15 point range. And it means that if you receive massive damage, your character can go down in a descriptive fashion. Likewise, they can get chipped away with minor wounds. A character reduced to less than 5 life points is severely hurt. It will be difficult to do anything unless the character is driven by adrenaline. Most actions suffer a -1 to -5 penalty due to pain and shock. At 0 points or below, the character is knocked down, stunned, and semi-conscious. A willpower and constitution test is necessary for the character to get back on her feet. Such a test is penalised by the amount by which she is reduced below 0. When reaching -10 points or worse, there is a chance the character will die. And that is how health is dealt with in Unisystem. Advancement in Unisystem in All Flesh Must Be Eaten. If we turn to page 119, which should detail that, we can see it's awarded normally, and we've got advice for Games Masters there. And we've got the costs. Now, attributes can only be increased by 1 level ever. So if you start off with an attribute at 2, the maximum you can ever increase it to is 3. And for attributes less than 5, it costs you 5 experience. And for attributes over 5 in the 6 to 10 range, it costs you 10 experience. And you're allowed to increase each attribute just 1 point ever. Existing skills, the cost of the next level is how much it costs. So if you're increasing a skill from level 3 to 4, it costs 4 points. An existing special skill, cost of the next level +1. So the cost of level 3 to 4 costs 5 points. For a new skill, it costs you 6 points for a level 1. A new specialty, it costs you 6 points. A new special skill, it costs you 8 points. For a quality, the same as per character creation, so the costs you would have got you paid out during character creation. To remove drawback, you have to pay off the original value of the drawback. And for new inspired miracles, it costs you 10 points per miracle. And that's as easy as it is. And that's it for All Flesh Must Be Eaten. It's a very simple system, it's very fast, it's a lot of fun, and these rules basically carry across to Buffy, Angel, Witchcraft, Conspiracy X, and all the other Unisystem games. But I'll maybe go into those if I can discover they have any individual differences in the future. But that's it for All Flesh Must Be Eaten. As always, many thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. But most of all, you look after yourselves, and I'll catch you later. Bye now.